Hello everyone! Today for the Villains of Fresh, we are going to talk about Soular, the General of the South. Because his name means South, like all of the other villains so far in the series. Anyway, let's begin. Soular is a general from Labyrinth and a villain from Fresh Percure. His human alter ego is Shun Minami. Soular comes from the 6th season of Percure, Fresh Percure. He made his debut in episode 1 of the series and comes from Labyrinth. His role is that of a villain up until episode 46, where he became an ally of the Percure onwards. He goes by the name Shun Minami as a human, and his theme color is green. He has the power to make Nagaromeke and Sorotase, monsters of the Fresh series. He is voiced by Kenichi Suzumura, who outside of Percure you may recognize his voice by these roles in other series. Leonardo Cardinale in Ashita no Nagia, aka Tomorrow's Nagia, Toru Igarashi in Maid-sama, and Sho Minazuki in Persona 4 Arena All-Max. Soular is a guy with grayish skin, who has long gray hair and green eyes. He wears a long-sleeved black shirt that has light green pattern on it with black teal trousers, and black tuxedo shoes. Over the shirt, there's a black teal waist tied with teal ribbons. He also wears a silver belt with a green gem on it, black gloves, and a cape that is pale green on the back and black on the front, attached by silver shoulder boards that have white ruffles. After his resurrection, most of his outfit becomes white, and the green colors are brighter. His belt is light teal now, and the gem on it white, while the shoulder boards ruffles are gold now. In his human form as Shun Minami, he's a very good-looking guy with dark gray hair, instead styled into a very low ponytail. His skin tone also changes. He wears a black shirt over a white coat with light Menard pants and white shoes. Soular is the most calm and focused member of the group, who often appears mysterious. Opposed to his teammates, he prefers to strategize and plan his schemes in advance, and favors straightforward, but also careful plans. Initially appearing to be cold-hearted, he actually does care for his comrades. Although he takes his job seriously, he seems to overlook small details when it comes to casual tasks, such as pouring too much sugar into a single cup of tea. Soular frequently mocks Waster for his incompetence, and he once put Ys on edge by questioning her capability in being the Percure. In spite of these behaviors, he still values both as his trusted comrades and friends, and cooperates well with them. He was shocked to see Ys becoming a Percure and opposing Labyrinth. Soular often fights against Cureberry more than any other Cure. In their last confrontation, Barry tries to inform him about how Mobius is treating him, but he refuses to listen. However, he saves her from the whole sucking her in after being reborn. He shows great appreciation for what she has said to him. Like the other members of Labyrinth, Soular's name is derived from a compass direction, in this case south. As a human, his name, Shun, means fast and talented, which can relate to him being fast. His last name, Minami, means south, which refers to his name, Soular. As Mobius told his servants to fill the meter which would make the world in despair, Soular thought of a plan. Then he started to mock East and Waster as they couldn't beat the cures. Then he left as he turned into his human form, Shun. According to his plan, he thought if it was easier to get the sadness from children and went to a classroom. He then summoned a Nakamureke out of a chalkboard and started erasing things. That's made Love's hamburgers disappear. Ayumi then saw Love as she predicted that Love ate the hamburgers, and that caused Love and Ayumi to have a mother and daughter fight. However, because Soular then started erasing other things, the girls found out about it and went to fight him. The girls transformed and fought him. The Nakamureke was defeated and he lost. Ayumi then forgave Love in the end. Tired of frequent flares and Waster and Soular and the fact that East left Labyrinth, Mobius had sent Northa to receive Infinity. When Waster and Soular fight with their Nakamureke against the Percure, Northa appears in front of them and summons a Soular taste, which merges with the Nakamurekes. However, it is defeated by the cures thanks to Chiffon's power. Soular decided to look for Infinity again until he noticed a little girl who was playing with the clover box. He demanded her to give him the clover box, but the girl refused, making him switch over. Mickey, who was looking for the clover box, spotted him and transformed into Cure Berry to fight him. Berry summoned her Berry sword, seemingly about to use her S-Ball shower fresh, but it was a feint. Retrieving the box from him in the process, soon Tart and the rest of the team regrouped to finish off a Soular taste with Lucky Clover Grand Finale. After traveling to Labyrinth to save Chiffon, the Percure were separated, and Cure Berry and Passion found themselves facing Waster and Soular again. As Berry confronts Soular, she tries to warn him about how Mobius is merely using him as a tool, but he refuses to listen. A large hole suddenly emerges and starts to suck everything in. Soular sacrificed himself to save Berry right after talking to her. However, it turns out that he and Waster were reborn and revived just in time to save the Percure from the combined might of Northa and Keelan. While Soular expresses gratitude with Berry for her words, with the teamwork of the former servants of Mobius and the Percure with their new Cure Angel forms, they were able to make their way to Mobius and halt his dimension-conquering plan. Like all the people of Labyrinth, he has the ability to summon Nakamureke monsters and change his appearance. He also is shown to be a good fighter and confronts the cures on multiple occasions. Chiffon grants him a few new abilities sometime between episode 47 and 48. Essentially, they are exactly the same powers that he previously had, except they can be used for the sake of good instead of evil. Fact 1. His human surname name is a homophone with Minami Kaido's first name, Minami. She is the main character from Go Princess Percure as the Percure Cure Mermaid. Fact 2. He makes a cameo in the Kira Kira Percure a la Mo manga Dream Story crossover manga, standing beside Waster. And that was the character information on Soular. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time with the villain of the North and second female villain, Northa. So see you next time.